Welcome to Texas A&M Commerce's School of Social Work Foundation Field Orientation. This is designed to give you the basic information about what to expect during your field practicum, what paperwork to complete during your field practicum, and how the course will work over the period of the spring semester. First of all, I want to let you know that the primary contacts related to field questions, field issues, field concerns, and positive experiences with field is going to be Mr. Brian Brumley, who's the Director of Field Education. You can reach him at the address here, brianbrumley@tamuc.edu. We've also included the phone number for him, and so you can call and leave him a message if you need to. And Miss Vicki Anderson is the field coordinator and works with Mr. Brumley intensely, and you can reach her. She is in our main office. You can reach her through the email provided here, or you can call her on the phone. So these are going to be your two primary contacts, the first go-to people when you have questions related to your field practicum. The field practicum experience is a very important aspect of your learning experience in the social work program. The Council on Social Work Education figures the field practicum to be what's called the signature pedagogy. And what that means is that you take the knowledge that you've learned in the classroom and you take it to the agency and you learn to apply it there. It's where your boots are on the ground and learning to actually be the social worker that you're desiring to come. So it's a very important part of your overall graduate education. You will do the foundation field practicum in one semester. Then when you move to advanced generalist, once you've completed all of your courses for the foundation sequence, you will then do a field practicum over the course of 3 different semesters. So you can see that with the emphasis on actually working in an agency, like through what might be considered an apprenticeship, gaining that experiential activity is vital to your becoming a competent social worker. So practicums are designed to facilitate that integration of classroom theory with agency-based practice. You learn the theories in the classroom, you learn the concepts in the classroom, you have the content and you're tested over it and you write papers on it. But when you get to that agency, that's when you actually start integrating that knowledge into daily practice and what that looks like when you're interacting with clients and other stakeholders. The field practicum actually prepares you to be able to apply the generalist and the advanced generalist model to actual practice. And this again goes back to those theories that you're learning. From the generalist perspective, you learn that in the foundation sequence. Then when you move to advanced practice, you learn about the advanced generalist model. In that field practicum, it's preparing you to apply these models within that field setting. And very important, the field practicum promotes your use of critical thinking skills in applying that advanced generalist practice model across practice settings and the very context of practice. We deal with humans. We deal with human problems. There's not a recipe out there for dealing with every human problem. So you actually have to develop critical thinking skills to inform the decisions that you make on a daily practice and practice settings. And this field practicum experience is designed to help promote the development of those skills. For your field practicum, you're going to enroll in Social Work 553. You'll be permitted by Miss Janice Circles to enroll in 553. What that consists of is you will earn 3 semester credit hours. While you're enrolled in 553, you'll be performing activities in an agency setting, basically a minimum of 2 days a week, 8 hours a day. Sometimes it'll break up differently than that, but you're going to want a minimum of 16 hours a week. And then you will also engage in class work, content work. So there will be an online component that is class content that goes along with your actual being in the agency 2 days a week. The hours that you're at the agency are referred to as clock hours. Where you earn 3 semester credit hours, we actually count the clock hours that you're at the agency. You actually have to complete a minimum of 260 clock hours to be successful in the practicum setting and receive credit for the course. So again, over that 15-week period, you're going to need to figure out how you can complete this 260 clock hours that you're going to need. Your schedule and the hours that you put in are developed in conjunction with your field instructor at the agency. The other part of that is the field seminar that you will be engaging in, and this is going to consist of weekly online synchronous or asynchronous activities, and they're designed for the purpose of helping you process information that's happening in the field setting, as well as learning about topics that are specific to field work. And you may be exposed to issues related to safety, office politics, documentation, several things like that. So Social Work 553 has 2 components of it. One component, you're in the agency, a minimum of 16 hours a week. And the second component of that is you're going to engage in the seminar activity, which is the course content aspect. The objectives that we expect for students to be able to learn while they're in the field practicum is we want you to utilize appropriate research methodologies to evaluate effective practice. Demonstrate professional behavior reflecting social work values and ethics. Demonstrate competency as an advanced generalist practitioner and be able to work effectively with diverse client populations. These are some of the competencies that you're going to be evaluated on as you're in that field practicum setting. And how that is accomplished is through your learning plan. You're going to complete a learning plan at the beginning of the semester. Ideally, within the first couple of weeks of your field practicum, you're going to sit down with your field instructor at the agency, and together you're going to create this learning plan. This learning plan is your map of your task and your practice behaviors that you're going to engage in and that you need to accomplish while you're at your field placement. Not every student's learning plan is going to look the same in terms of the task and the practice behaviors you're going to be engaging in, because agency settings are so varied in terms of the populations that they serve and the activities that are necessary. But you must complete this learning plan so that it will guide your experience there. This learning plan also includes the evaluation component, which will reflect your level of competency and ultimately inform the grade that you earn. So this is a one-stop shop document here in terms of filling out your learning plan, ideally within that first 2 weeks, because this was what is going to guide your experience at the field agency. Then it will be used to evaluate you on those areas that you and your instructor have developed that you're going to be completing while you're at that agency. And then your instructor will be communicating that with your faculty field liaison and determining the grade that you're going to earn for the semester. The next paperwork that you're going to be completing will be completed on a weekly basis, and these are your timesheets. Now, the timesheets are the one component that we have that are going to be a hard copy, meaning you're actually going to have a physical copy of the timesheet that you fill out, and you have your field instructor sign verifying that what you have on your timesheet is accurate. You will then upload this into the TK20 software, and then that's where this will be housed and recorded to demonstrate you completed the required hours and tasks necessary to be successful in your field practicum. You're going to want to do these on a weekly basis, get them signed, get them uploaded. You also want to make sure that your addition is correct and that the hours that you have recorded are going to be correct, because when it comes to the end of the semester, you don't want to have an addition error that results in you not having the 260 hours. If you don't complete the 260 hours successfully, you will have to retake the entire course again. And this is only offered every spring. So you must complete your field practicum successfully this spring to move forward into the Advanced Generalist Practice program. Otherwise, you have to wait a full year. You'll also, at the end of the semester, be asked to complete a student evaluation of the practicum. And this information helps us to know how well the practicum experience met your needs for learning and demonstrating the competencies that are required to have you move forward. So this is going to be a part of paperwork within TK20 that you're going to need to complete before you finish out the semester. To understand how evaluation and grading happens, we actually use a letter grade system for our field practicums. So everyone must receive a minimum of a B in your field practicum. You must earn a minimum of a B to be successful. Anything that happens or is earned below a B, you're required to repeat the entire field course. So B is the minimum standard for the field practicum. Again, your learning plan evaluation, input from your field instructor in conjunction with your participation in seminar, and your reflection from your faculty field liaison determines the grade that you have earned. We do not award incomplete grades in field courses. You have to complete the entire 260 hours successfully to get credit for the course. The one exception to an incomplete grade is if you have accommodations through Title IX related to pregnancy, and then Title IX representative works with you and informs us how best to accommodate you if you're not able to complete the 260 hours due to a pregnant related issue. So to clarify, your faculty field liaison, that is your instructor within the Social Work 553 course. That is the one that is through Texas A&M Commerce. They have the final decision in awarding your grade. They use direct input from the field instructor, which is your supervisor at the agency, as well as that learning plan evaluation that you and your field instructor complete to reflect your level of competency at that agency. So the faculty field liaison is the one with the authority to award the final grade. Field instructors at your field agency are required to contact faculty field liaisons anytime that there's some form of difficulty in completing the field process, either through not being able to complete your hours or there's been conflict within the field agency. So your field instructor may feel the need to reach out to your faculty field liaison if there's concerns. The faculty field liaison will then meet with you, discuss what's going on, and be able to provide intervention to get you back on track for what you need to be successful in your field experience. The TK20 software is the program that we use here at Texas A&M Commerce to manage the field practicum. You have to purchase an account with the TK20 software, and you have to set that up. You will receive instructions for completing this enrollment process. You must do this process in order to be able to successfully enroll in Social Work 553. This is where your application will be submitted. This is where your learning plan is submitted. This is where your timesheets are submitted. This becomes your online file, if you will, for your entire field practicum experience. You purchase it when you are in the foundation program, and then you maintain it. It's the same. You don't have to purchase it again, but you will use it for each semester that you're in a field practicum. So you will receive additional instructions for completing that enrollment process, how to access TK20, how to purchase it, and what to do to get that set up. So this is a brief overview of the foundation field practicum process. If you have specific questions, you can contact Brian Brumley. This is his email address. And again, at the beginning, there's Miss Anderson's email address and phone number also. So if you have specific questions, give them a holler and let them know what your questions or concerns are, and they will be working with you in getting you placed at an agency for your field practicum. And then you will enroll in Social Work 553, at which point then you will have contact with your faculty field liaison, who will then be your instructor for the course. Thank you so much for choosing Texas A&M Commerce School of Social Work. You've made a great decision to participate in our quality program, and we are honored to have you as one of our future graduates.